Hey everyone, it's me, and the Game Nerd here bringing you a video, which is an anime manga news video, the top selling mangas of Japan in 2013. And now let's get started. Now, I will not just be covering the top 10, I'm not going to cover the entire furry. Like, if you want to see the entire furry, give it down below. I'll just give you my thoughts if I read the series, if I feel like if it deserves that spot. And yeah, let's get on with the video, shall we? Now, before, as I said, get into the top 10, I'll talk about series that are prior to that I've read, because there's quite a bit of them. At number 30 is Nisekoi. I read Nisekoi, it's at best decent. The problem is the fact that this year I've especially noticed there is almost no story progression. It's getting quite annoying. Like, if you're into romance series, slice of life romance manga like I am, then check out Nisekoi if you have the spare time. It's only literally chapter 101. It just came out today. You can probably catch up within a couple days, maybe at the most a week. Only I read the series a year ago, and it took me a day or two to catch up. And yeah, it's just the fact that my really only main gripe with Nisekoi is the fact that a lot of times they have literally just straight up filler chapters. And if you think Naruto with this year has been bad with chapters that had no story progression, oh, Nisekoi makes it look like we had the biggest fucking thing in the series, constantly big fucking things happen in the series in comparison. Let's move on to the next series I want to talk about, and we're just all the way down at number 19, which is Blue Exorcist. I read Blue Exorcist. It has somewhat of the same problem with Nisekoi. We went quite a bit with what felt like no story progression for I would say halfway through the last half of this year and the first half of this year, which it makes it worse because if the series was weekly, I wouldn't really have much problem with it, because a lot of those chapters we would have just done within 2 months at most. But the fact the series is monthly does make it to me feel a bit more annoying. But Blue Exorcist is a good manga. It's, I would say, a bit different from your typical battle shonen. It's not more so focused on action like Bleach, Naruto, or One Piece, but instead focuses more on its dialogue. It's a more dialogue heavy series. And honestly, the whole reason why I don't review the Blue Exorcist, I don't feel like I'm that knowledgeable about it. I tried at one point, which if you're going to try and find that video, don't. Just give you the heads up, because I deleted one chapter review I did a year ago for Blue Exorcist. But I may reread the manga, brush my knowledge up on the wiki, and I'm not putting, and I might review Blue Exorcist sometime in the future. And yeah, let's continue on. At number, going down to number 15 on mangas I already read is Bleach, which Bleach, it feels like it doesn't deserve the spot. Bleach, if this was, say, during the Battle for Fake Karakura Town arc or the Fullbring arc, then I'd be get that shit off here. Those arcs fucking sucked in my opinion. But Bleach has been improving into arguably, while Soul Society is still my favorite arc, if the more it's the ending to the 1,000-Year Blood War ends good, which also marks the end of the series, then yeah, I would say the 1,000-Year Blood War arc actually dethroned Soul Society for my favorite Bleach arc, which, yeah, the 1,000-Year Blood War arc has been great. If you drop Bleach because of the Fullbring arc or Battle for Fake Karakura Town, pick it back up. It's gotten a lot better than what it once was. We still have some of those moments where I'm did that seriously really need to happen? In case of particular, a certain moment in this arc with a certain character surviving in a particular way he shouldn't have. But yeah, I'll let you guys be judges of that. If you've dropped Bleach and want to read it again because you've been hearing great things of this arc, go read it. You've heard it from me here. You've heard it from me. Just go reread Bleach if you drop it. Just get to this current arc. And now let's go over to the top 10 list. And in case you don't at all feel like checking out the list, I'll just mention some series that I know people read. For example, at number 14 is Kingdom, number 13 is Toriko, and number 12 is Gintama. I know a couple people who are fans of all those series, especially Kingdom and Toriko. I Haven't read Toriko yet because I haven't found the time. And when it came down to it, I decided to read Manga before Toriko because to me the concept of Manga was good. But I have read a little bit of Toriko, like 3 chapters-ish, and Toriko's concept is good. I'll give the series that. And Gintama, I want to check that out. Like, I just haven't found the time yet because it's a 400 plus chapter series and 200 plus anime series. Just haven't found the time for that. But I've heard the series is like probably the funniest anime out there. And Kingdom, here's my excuse for Kingdom. I'm waiting for all the translators to catch up to the Japanese release before I read it, because I'm pretty bad when it comes to that. And yeah, now let's go on to the list. At number 10 is Terraform Mars. Now, I've read around 40 chapters of Terraform Mars a while back during the summer. And yes, I know, like, I think a month or 2 ago, they translated like 10 more Terraform Mars chapters. And if you guys want to go and read it, I hear it's like, I guess I would say Terraform Mars, to me, in my opinion, has a so-and-so plot, but has great action. Like, you're going to, like, I'll just say this. If you're a fan of Gantz, you're going to really enjoy Terraform Mars. That's, in my opinion, the best series compared to, because it has, like, the art style, in my opinion, of both series just remind me of each other. I don't think it really has that whole 3D, like, rendering thing Gantz does with its art, but Terraform Mars does have a great art style, and overall, it's a good series. I highly suggest you guys check it out, especially if you're a fan of Gantz, because that's honestly the best series I compare it to. And the reason why I'm not all caught up with Terraform Mars is practically the same reason why I'm not all caught up to Kingdom. That's actually the series that made me sort of create that rule. I'm not going to catch up to the series until translators do. At number 9 is Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale, you guys. In case you don't know the story, I just like with like half the YouTube anime community, I dropped it this year because of some fucking horseshit, like seeing just like I can't fight because of all that buildup, and seeing just pusses out and can't fight the Fairy Tale at all, and like Lux is cloning Natsu, and Urza literally just says fuck logic, I'm just going to beat one-shot Minerva, and all that horseshit. At number 8 is Hiatus X Hiatus. Togashi. Get off, Hiatus. In fact, who wants to take a trip with me to Japan to break Togashi's DS so he will stop playing Dragon's Quest? Who wants to? Who wants to come with me? I promise it'll be fun. I'll bring cookies along the way. And yeah, I fucking love Hunter x Hunter, but these hiatuses, it's definitely not. I think it'll barely at most be in the top 30 within the first half. Simply because the fact that if there's no volumes up next year, then yeah, that won't happen at all. At number 7 is Assassination Classroom. I've been wanting to read Assassination Classroom. The concept sounds interesting and pretty original. It's more so about this. It's more so these students have to kill their teacher, which, by the way, is like this tentacle-looking creature. I'm not sure what he is. I think he might be an alien. They have to kill him within a year's time in order to graduate, or else he'll destroy the Earth. Which, the concept sounds cool, and I think it might be a gag manga. In fact, the more so, I guess, the premise of it more so strikes me as something you would see in a gag manga. But once I get a chance, I want to check out Assassination Classroom. At number 6, which, oh yeah, by the way, with Assassination Classroom, it's also good to see a series with, I think, 70 chapters actually make it onto the top 10, which, props to the mangaka of Assassination Classroom. That is a great achievement right there in itself. At number 6 is Silver Spoon. Now, let me get this disclaimer out of the way. I've seen one anime of Silver Spoon. I have it all downloaded on my PC. I may watch it at a later date, but the first episode didn't really do much interest for me. And this is coming from someone who's a big Fullmetal Alchemist fan. Like, it's from the same mangaka as Fullmetal Alchemist. Like, I own the entire series of Fullmetal Alchemist right all the ways over there on that shelf that you can't see. But I just like something about, like, I like slice of life series, don't get me wrong. Maybe I'll give it another chance, like, when I get a chance. Like, I may watch the second season if I watch the first one in time before it airs, but just for some reason I couldn't really get into the first episode of Silver Spoon in terms of the anime. At number 5 is Naruto. I think it was at number 6 during last year. I mean during the first half of the year, and now it's at number 5. But for years now, from what I've heard at least, Naruto was always at constantly number 2, just like right behind One Piece. And now, and the fact that it's like not even in the top 3 could be a sign, Kishimoto. It could be a sign that perhaps that the quality you've taken and route of the series, I think it should be lower than that. In fact, part of me doesn't even want to be in the top 30. Yeah. At number 4 is Manga, The Labyrinth of Magic, which, Manga, if you haven't read it, it's an awesome series. In my opinion, I put up there with Hunter x Hunter and One Piece for one of the best ongoing shonens. And yes, this is the first volume of the manga. In case you don't know, like a few months back, Manga actually came out over here in the States. Granted, I've only been caught up to the series for a month. And by the way, if you're a Manga fan, check my channel, and you're not subbed to me, check my channel out. I do Manga chapter reviews. And yeah, moving on. At number 3 is Kuroko no Basket. Was about probably piss off some Kuroko no Basket fans for that statement. But yeah, I've seen the first episode of the anime. Been behind on the second season. Only saw the first episode, but I am being honest to fucking God. Granted, like, it's a bit weird of me when it comes to just like watching sports in general, but I think Kuroko no Basket is good, but it's overhyped. It's not like, I don't think it's up there for the best of the best series, or just this great, amazing series that people make it out to be. I think best Kuroko is average. Granted, I don't really read or watch sports manga. In fact, it's actually my first sports anime. But overall, I think Kuroko is overhyped. And with me, it's been weird when it comes to watching sports. Like, I don't really enjoy them. I don't watch football. I don't watch basketball. But I have fun playing them. I love playing basketball. And one of these days, I actually want to be a part of a basketball team. I won't lie, because I really enjoy it more so going out there and throwing some hoops. And yeah, and I really I have tons of fun playing basketball in real life. I don't really enjoy in video game form or watching it either in real life or anime manga, and this applies to all sports as well. And yeah, number 2 is Attack on Titan. Now, doesn't shock me Attack on Titan is number 2, but it's how much it's sold and how much is far behind on number 1. Attack on Titan, the numbers isn't that shocking, but it's mainly the distance between that and number 1. And yeah, I just contradict myself. Attack on Titan sold over 15,000 copies. And it's literally like in the double digits away from 1,600. That is insane. Attack on Titan is a great series. I highly suggest if you guys haven't, check out Attack on Titan. It is actually shown a lot contrary to popular belief, because a lot of people think because of all of the blood, gore, and violence and the dark tones of the series, it's the same. No. The reason why Attack on Titan is primarily shonen is that it's actually published in a shonen manga. I mean, shonen magazine. So yeah, Attack on Titan, great series. I suggest you guys go check it out. And at number 1 is One Piece. Shock here, One Piece is number 1. But wait, typically in past years, One Piece would be 10 million above everything else, with everything just being I guess a million apart and not even reaching 10 million. But Attack on Titan is at 15 million and One Piece is at 18 million. That is the smallest gap I've seen, I think, yet for when it comes to One Piece and number 2. That actually was what I was shocked by, the fact that Attack on Titan, in terms of popularity and sales, at least in Japan, is reaching One Piece level. Hell, I was expecting, Attack on Titan, at least here in North America, to reach Full Metal Alchemist level of popularity. but yet not exactly reach Naruto level or DBC level popularity, at least here in the States. Yes, I realize these are Japan numbers, and I hope to God there'll be North American manga numbers to see like how much Attack on Titan has sold compared to other series. But I was pretty shocked to see at least that small gap, because usually it's a big gap between One Piece and Attack on, and whatever's number 2 most of the time it's Naruto. But in recent years Naruto has fallen, like in the past 2 years. So yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on these top selling mangas? Give me your guys' thoughts down below. And yeah, if you like this video, leave a like. If you dislike it, leave a dislike. If you want to see more content like this, sub to me. And yeah, anyways, I am a gamer signing out. Peace.